Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a homestyle renovation. What is homestyle renovation? Homestyle renovation permits borrowers to include financing for home improvements in a purchase or refinance transaction. That's the actual definition directly from the Fannie Mae website. Homestyle is very similar to the FHA 203K program, which we've spoke about previously. And it allows, as we said, for borrowers to do purchase and refinance transactions and include the renovations and remodeling into their home. What I'll tell you is that Fannie Mae Homestyle is gaining a lot of traction and is becoming a bigger and bigger product in the market today because it doesn't have the same limitations that an FHA 203K has. Mainly the fact that Fannie Mae Homestyle allows you to do luxury items where you're not allowed to do luxury items on a 203K. Otherwise, basically pretty much the same. You can do just about anything. You can do additions, you can do remodels, you can take the house down to the studs. Fannie Mae Homestyle does not allow for teardowns, however. It is required that the property does maintain its main structure. So you cannot do teardowns where you can do teardowns on a 203K. One of the other things that you can do with a Fannie Mae Homestyle is sometimes you may find a property that's out there that has been started by a builder but not completed. Fannie Mae Homestyle allows you to finish that property as long as the property was about 90% complete. From talking to some HUD consultants regarding what they believe to be that 90%, as long as the outside is buttoned up, you basically have your siding or whatever kind of outside facade you're going to have. And then, on the inside, as long as the drywall is pretty much up, you can pretty much get away with using a homestyle in that type of situation. So Fannie Mae allows for you to be able to do 1 to 4 unit properties. It also allows for second homes, and it allows for investment properties. Those are both unique compared to the FHA 203K because with the K, you're only able to do primary residences. Being able to do second homes is great as long as it's in a resort area somewhere far away from your existing house, because sometimes people will try to do a second home and it's right around the corner. Second homes are for, resort areas really only. And then investment properties, that's another great one, but we only do single family investment properties. Down payment requirements on a primary residence, we're looking at 5% if you are not a first-time home buyer. If you are a first-time home buyer, they change the guidelines and allow you to go to 3% down. That's right, 3%. So it's actually even a little bit less than what FHA requires. FHA is 3.5. Fannie Mae Homestyle is 3. So that's a great option as well if you're a first-time home buyer, low down payment. It does have mortgage insurance, but again, you're getting something with real low down payment. Another key component of the Homestyle loan is that with this loan, you're actually able to avoid paying mortgage insurance by putting down 20%. And it opens it up to a whole different group of people who might not have thought about using it in the past. A lot of people look at FHA and they think of it only as a specific product for first-time home buyers. And again, they can't get over the fact that there's that upfront mortgage insurance premium. So Homestyle is really the alternative that avoids that mortgage insurance and allows customers from really any type of background to be able to be able to do renovations. We'll put up on the screen here all of the other down payment requirements for the type of properties and the amount of units so that you guys can see them listed here. Homestyle also goes down to a 620 credit score. What I would tell you though is when you start getting under the 680 credit score, there are loan level price adjustments that are going to make that loan extremely expensive. So in that type of situation, if it's necessary, I would consider looking at also the FHA 203K and do a comparison of which one makes more sense, because those loan level price adjustments can be pretty significant and may make it unattractive to do the Homestyle loan because of the cost. Most lenders will tell you that the work needs to be done within 6 months, but Fannie Mae actually says it needs to be done within 12. So obviously, if you're not doing a huge project, there's really no reason it has to stretch out a year. You want to get that thing done as quickly as possible. Now, as far as qualifications go for a contractor with the Fannie Mae Homestyle, again, very simple. They fill out a package. We validate that they understand how they're going to get paid. We understand that they have the funding to be able to fund the project. And then we're going to work with them as long as they have good references and do work in a workmanlike manner. When it comes to the actual structure of actually setting up a Fannie Mae Homestyle, the guidelines don't actually require a HUD consultant, which a 203K does. But I will tell you, I've never met a lender that doesn't use a HUD consultant or somebody similar when doing a Fannie Mae Homestyle. And the reason is very simple. You know, the HUD consultant really is an advocate for the client, really making sure they're not getting overcharged, undercharged, and making sure the work's done right. Again, while it's not 100% necessary by most lending standards or by the guidelines that Fannie Mae has put out there, most, if not all, lenders are going to have either a HUD consultant or something similar to actually make sure that the work is being done properly. And then as far as the draw schedule goes on the Homestyle, it's the same really thing as the 203K. You can have up to 5 draws, and you also are able to finance up to 6 mortgage payments. So if you're doing a complete gut job and taking a house all the way down to the studs or adding an addition, and you don't want to be living through that, as long as the consultant deems the property is uninhabitable, the underwriter will allow you to be able to finance up to 6 mortgage payments. This way you're not getting double dipped and having to worry about paying rent while you're staying somewhere in between. So that's a really neat feature as well. One of the things that is new with Homestyle is they do allow for material draws on the first draw. So in the past, you weren't getting any money up front. Fannie Mae made a change and now allows for up to 50% of the materials to be dispersed at the first draw, which is a great change and really helps out a lot of contractors, which is also another reason why contractors are starting to like this program a lot more, because they're able to get some of those funds up front, which is great. Okay, Fannie Mae Homestyle has loan limits that are important to look at as well. They are not broken down by county like the FHA is. So the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loan limits for 2018 are $453,100, which is increased from $424,100 in 2017. You actually, in certain areas, depending upon if you're considered a high balance county, which you can look up online, you will see that you can actually go up to $679,000, $650,000. So it allows for someone in more expensive parts of the country to be able to go to a higher loan limit, which is great. One of the other things that we want to talk about too with Homestyle is that Homestyle in the past limited you on your renovation budget. You were limited to a 50% to be financed as part of the renovation budget. With the changes that came a few months ago, we're actually now up to 75%, which is great. So it allows you to be able to do those bigger projects that typically you could only use for the 203K in the past. That one's definitely really important. Borrowers are actually allowed to do some of the work themselves using the Fannie Mae Homestyle program. I will tell you that it does come down to lender discretion, so you're not going to find a whole lot of lenders that are going to allow for it, but there are ones out there that will. Do-it-yourself financing does not exceed 10% of the as-completed value. Basically, what that means is that you can do a small portion of it. You're still going to have a contractor in place. The property also can only be a one-unit owner-occupied home, so none of your work on second homes or investment properties. The reimbursement is limited to the cost of materials, and that's basically all you can get back. So a lot of times it's really not worth the hassle, but it is available to you. Well, in conclusion, Homestyle, just like the 203K, is a great program. Definitely something that you guys should be looking at. And it's really important to look at all your options within the renovation world. Don't just limit yourself to just going for the 203K because that's what one lender told you about. Look at the options that are out there and really understand which one works best for you. Fannie Mae Homestyle can be a great option for the right borrower in the right situation. Thanks, and renovate this. Thanks again. As always, please make sure to comment, like, and share Renovate This.